Hey y'all, I totally forgot to do an intro for this video, so that's why I'm going to be doing one after the fact, but I'm still hiding the end of this video because I'm right now at the part where everything's set up. I wanted to do a video where I take you along with me on my journey, showing you how I set up all of my dolls in my new apartment, showing you how I decided what I wanted to do with the dolls and the type of setup that I was going for. So yeah, this video is going to be more of a vlog, so it's not highly edited. It's going to be more of a letting my hair down and being a bit more unfiltered kind of video for you to enjoy. So yeah, check it out. So this is my bedroom. And these boxes are all boxes full of dolls. Those Mystic Girls there, those are not mine. I bought them for a friend and I have to ship them over to him. That crystal can is a find that I found a couple of weeks ago at a flea market. And I have to take care of him as well. Now the place that I want to set up my dolls is this huge wall there. Now, I was thinking about using wall-mounted shelving, but then again, I'd need to be drilling holes everywhere. That would be a big mess. It would also completely destroy the wall and not make it look pretty anymore. So I decided against wall-mounted shelving, even though wall-mounted shelving would have been the most efficient and optimal way to display as many dolls as possible, as it would be using every inch there is of that wall. Now what I want to do instead is put up as many shelves I can get my hands on that would fit next to each other from this part there to the wall on this part, but I don't want them to be protruding outward. So I need to find shelves that would fit right here and would neatly get tucked away like this. Now the classic Ikea billy shelving is 28 centimeters, so the depth would actually go until here. I need to be putting up shelves with a depth of 24-25 centimeters that would then go until here. I'd also need to be finding shelves with a certain width. They can't be wider. Putting them next to each other, they have to be a maximum of 280 centimeters. So I'm splitting the shelves up. If I want to put up like 4 to 5, who knows, maybe I'm even able to put up 6 shelves there. I have to look into what kind of shelves have a width that would fit inside that wall area there. Because I might not be able to have shelves that are very tall, so there's going to be a lot of dead space there, but that's totally okay. I might be able to put up there some additional shelves, who knows. Maybe I'll end up putting wall-mounted shelves just at the top part, and then there'll be some shelf cabinets along the bottom part, and that would be a very elegant solution to my problem that I'm having. So from that place to that place, it's 280 to 290 centimeters. So I have to see what kind of shelving I can put next to each other so that all the space would be used up and there would be no dead space between the shelves. What I also want to do in addition to putting out the shelves is having a working area there, kind of like a place where I'm able to sew and craft and do some DIY stuff. but also maybe put up a desk so I can edit videos there, film videos there, who knows. So that area is going to be my workstation, and that area is going to be my doll setup. Now I have to do this in my bedroom. Sadly, my apartment is only big enough to have 2 rooms. I have 1 bedroom, and there's my living area and kitchen space here. The kitchen hasn't been delivered yet. So, hey there. That's the only place that I can put up dolls. Well, I could be putting up my dolls in the attic, but yeah, that's not very handy for me. The perks of wanting to live in a big city, the down payment of this apartment was as pricey as a proper house if I moved to a more rural area, but yeah, that's what I have to deal with now. So yeah, that's the basic situation that I have. So all that's left to do is find some cute shelves and yeah, get them here, put them up, put my dolls into them, and see what I'm going to be doing next. Now, as I had already expected, the classic Billy shelving, the depth of it is way too wide. It has a depth of 28 centimeters, and I'm looking for one that's a maximum of 26 centimeters. Now this one next to it has exactly the depth that I would like my shelf to have. It's got the depth of 26 centimeters, so I can put it right next to the wall and it won't be protruding outwards. Now the thing with the shelves is that the wood part here, as well as those on the bottom, those are fixed. I can't move them around, move them higher or lower. And the height of this to this is 32.5, 33 centimeters. So if a doll with her stand as well as a hairstyle or maybe a hat on top of her head is too tall, she might not fit in there. But this is the perfect height for like Lost Surprise OMG dolls or other ones that are not as tall as 11.5-inch classic fashion dolls. But then again, I can also use the part on top. Now the width, it's 60 centimeters wide, and I only have a space of 280 to 290 centimeters. So putting them next to each other, I can only put 4 next to each other, and I'll have 240 centimeters. So there's like 40 to 50 centimeters of dead space if I put 4 next to each other. That's why I am looking for an additional shelf, so I'll be able to put a couple of these next to each other and additional shelves on either side. So to be using all that extra space that's left, I'm thinking about picking up this shelf, because again it has a depth of 25 centimeters, so it fits perfectly right there, and it has a width of 50 centimeters, so I can put up 2 of these as well as 3 of the other shelf that has 60 centimeters width next to each other. Maybe I'm going to be framing the 3 wider shelves in the middle with 2 of these shelves on the left and the right. The good thing about this one as well is that the height of this is tall enough to be housing taller dolls and maybe box dolls. Now this one has a great height as well, but this lower part here is a bit less high, so smaller dolls have to fit in there. I might in the future also be able to use the dead space above the shelving that I'm going to put up with these. Might be able to be wall mounting these and then using the inside as well as the top part as well to display more dolls there. In addition to my shelves, I'm now also looking for some curtains to be able to both hide my doll collection, because I'm a bit OCD and I'm a Virgo and I don't like clutter. I'm very neat, and since this is going to be in my bedroom, I think I might get annoyed after a while to be confronted with dolls 24/7 in front of my vision. So to be hiding them from my vision, I want to put up some curtains. And these curtains are also going to be able to protect my dolls from any kind of sun damage, any kind of heat damage, any kind of dirt or dust over time. So it's a double whammy. So as you can see, I picked up the first two shelves because I had to go to a different city because the Ikea in my own city did not have those shelves in stock. That's why I'm now here picking up these two shelves. These are the ones that are going to be on the left as well as on the right. And then I'm going to go home now, and I might be putting them up because I feel like I want to put up these two first to get a feel for what I want, and then I am going to get additional shelving. So I did go out and buy the additional 3 shelves that I would need, because tomorrow is Good Friday, and on Good Friday shops in Germany are closed. I also freed up the space in my bedroom to be able to put up the shelves. So I'm going to be spending the rest of the evening and night putting up all 5 IKEA shelves, putting them there, and by tomorrow you will see the result. I'm finished putting up all the shelves, and I kind of reached my goal. The shelves are not protruding outward further than that little wall there. And there's not a centimeter of dead air. There's no dead spacing. All the shelves fit alongside each other. Now, at the end of putting out the shelves, when there was only one spot left there, I was actually quite scared that this space would not fit the shelf, even though, as far as the centimeter goes and adding up the centimeters, it should on paper, but the truth is always different because wood is sometimes cut in a way and shaped in a way that might be longer than it should. But no, all of the shelves fit, and now I have to put up the curtains in front of the shelves. I did not use the back part of the shelves because I might be putting up LED lighting, so I wanted to put the space behind the shelves and use it to use it for some cables and LED strips. I also started to see how tall the height is by putting some random doll boxes. There's the Fashionistas Wave 1 Glam doll inside a box. And I feel like as far as that goes, it's pretty neat looking. I'm actually quite happy with the result. Now let's move on to drilling some holes into the ceiling and putting up the curtains. So now I'm all done setting up the curtains as well. It's exactly the way that I wanted it to be, because this way I can rest my eyes from visual clutter and I don't feel like somebody's watching me all the time. Plus, as the sun shines directly onto the cabinets, that would maybe lead to the sun damage over time. These blinds also function as a way to protect the dolls from any kind of dirt and dust. That's why I'm quite happy with the outcome. It's exactly the way that I envisioned it to be, and it ended up pretty perfectly. I could not be happier. So this whole ordeal was tough, but I believe that the toughest thing that's going to be happening now is going to setting up the actual dolls themselves, deciding where I want to put them, if I want to sort them by line, if I want to sort them by year they were released, if I want to mix them together and randomly shuffle them around, if I want to have them neatly positioned next to each other, if I want to display them in a scenery or just the way they came. So yeah, that's going to be quite an ordeal. So I'm kind of like just putting stuff in there now to get rid of boxes. I wanted to get rid of all of these cardboard shipping boxes. That's why I just took them out and put them in. And this is more or less kind of my way to see what line or which door line I want to put where. I think I'm going to use this shelf to put up all of my OMG dolls. This is going to be the shelf that I'm going to be using to house most of my Rainbow High dolls. This is going to be a random assortment. There's Bratz and other stuff there as well. And the shelves on each side are going to be my main Barbie shelves. I also have this huge cardboard box now. It also houses tons of additional box dolls. See, I did not stop collecting the past half year prior to my move to the new apartment, but I did not want to unbox them, and I just thought that I'd be eventually unboxing them when I moved and set up all of my dolls, and now I get to experience them. Like there's this Pearl Beach Barbie, there's a second GCDS Bratz Sasha doll that I have. I'll keep her in box. The first one that I got, I did not know that there was a tab between her black bodysuit and the fur jacket she's wearing, so I tore some of the lace off that bodysuit. That's why she has a hole there, and that's why I needed an additional one. Yes, thanks MGA for putting plastic tabs everywhere. There's this random Fashion Fever Barbie. There are also a couple of additional Rainbow High dolls, so yeah, this is going to be fun. So now that that one box has been emptied, there's another one to open. There are more Fashion Fever Barbie era dolls. What's here? There's an Amazing Nails Kayla doll. There's the Dolls of the World series India doll. She's super gorgeous. And then these are the empty GCDS boxes from the dolls that I unboxed. I don't know if I'm keeping them. Maybe I'll probably throw this one out. Or maybe I'll just put her on eBay or stuff. Maybe somebody wants her. I don't know. There's this Gracie Skates Tweens doll. So tons more box dolls. You know, when I put all of this shelving up, I was like, whoa, there's so much space. And now that I put up the box dolls inside the shelves, I'm like, it's not as much space as I expected it to be. So while I'm not an in-box collector, it's not going to be a case where I'm going to keep them in box. So that's going to be making the space situation a bit better over time. So this is not going to be any kind of finished result. No, not at all. I just wanted to get rid of all of these paper cardboard boxes. That's why I took out all of the dolls and just threw them into those cabinet shelves. I also wanted to get kind of a feel for what I want to do with all of these shelves and kind of see what kind of feng shui I'm getting from them, because I tend to gravitate towards this shelf as my favorite shelf, because I like the way that the ceiling light shines on it, as well as the light from outside the window. And I tend to kind of neglect this shelf because it's outside my peripheral vision. And that's why I need to be maybe putting up dolls that are not my absolute favorite there, though the Barbies that are inside there are not that. I need to put them more into that shelf. So yeah, the cardboard boxes are now finally empty. And I need to be putting up my loose dolls, actually. So as you can see in the background, not finished, not at all. There's still tons of dolls left that I have to take care of. And there's also some clutter here that I need to look through. And there are tons of pieces that I'm missing. Like I wanted to put up, there's my Rainbow High Series 2 dolls, and I wanted to put Stella next to Crystal. Now I have no idea where Stella's stand is. I don't even know where Stella's second outfit is, so it must be somewhere in the ether. Yeah, this is the way the doll shelving looks now, and I'm quite happy with the result. I'm going to show it to you one sec. So yeah, these are all the dolls that are set up at this very moment. Again, there's still a lot of dolls left. And I'm also having to unbox a few and decide whether I want to keep it this way, because I kind of did not go down the route where I, even though I had space behind the dolls, I had them just lined up this way. But eventually, if space is going to be an issue, I need to be lining them up in 2 rows. With the OMGs, I am able to maybe use risers, so you could take a peek at the dots in the back row. But with the Rainbow High dots, that's not going to be an option. Now, a friend of mine suggested to put this one a bit higher and then line up these girls in front of them. Again, I have to look for Sunny's first outfit, because I wanted to have the girls in their first outfit as well as in the second outfit in the big box there. Yeah, that's practically all I have to say at this moment. What's missing is, again, my desk area there that I want to have as a workspace. I need to be taking care of that in the future. But so far so good. My dolls are set up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you think of the setup. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to see a detailed look at my collection in the near future, let me know. I might eventually go through each cabinet and show you a few dolls. I could do that. I'm also going to keep you updated on any changes I'm going to make, and eventually make a doll setup 2.0 video. So yes, that's it. Bye everyone.